Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I'm sure just like me, a lot of you guys are still rattled from the Avengers Endgame special look. And I'm sure again, just like me, a lot of you guys have watched it dozens and dozens of times at this point. After rewatching the trailer for what felt like the 100th time, I began to notice something. As we explained in the breakdown, the final shot is of the Trinity, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man approaching Thanos. But upon watching it over and over again, there's something interesting about this Thanos. We can see that he almost appears to be resting on some rubble, with his double-bladed sword plunged into the ground with his helmet resting on top of it. This has a great parallel to the Doctor Strange meeting Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, where Thanos actually arrives and finds Doctor Strange perched on some rubble, just as the Avengers approach Thanos here. A great callback to that original scene in Infinity War. But there's also something else interesting if you look extremely close at this final image of Thanos. If you look, it appears as if Thanos is not wearing an Infinity Gauntlet, and none of the Infinity Stones are actually glowing. This harkens back to earlier in the trailer where Thanos is beamed down to the planet via his ship, the Sanctuary 2, or one of the smaller ships. Again, this being something worth pointing out is all throughout Infinity War, after Thanos attained the Space Stone, that is what he used to transport himself around the universe. And as we can clearly see here in the Avengers Endgame trailer, he is not using the Space Stone. Previously, I theorized that that is because the power of the Infinity Stones have been lessened after the snap occurred. However, I have a brand new theory for you guys today that I find to be potentially far more likely. What if I told you that during this series of events, Thanos doesn't actually have the Infinity Stones at all? Not a single one. Let's go ahead and break down this theory. We've heard leaks that at some point during Avengers Endgame, Thanos would in fact attack Avengers headquarters. But again, what if I told you that these sequences in the trailer are not actually from Avengers headquarters, and that something missing from Infinity War could actually clue us in exactly where this is? In Infinity War, we got to see Thanos collect every single Infinity Stone with the exception of one Infinity Stone that Thanos got off screen, that being the orb or the Power Stone on the planet of Xandar. The Russo brothers purposefully excluded that from Infinity War, and as Infinity War starts, Thanos already has the Power Stone. We heard leaks a while ago that the Avengers would be using the Quantum Realm to travel back in time, but what if instead of just collecting the Infinity Stones for themselves, they actually traveled back to a point in time where Thanos is more vulnerable and doesn't possess a single Infinity Stone? What if they traveled back to Xandar right before Thanos attacks it? We know thanks to various comic books that Thanos did have an army that helped him invade Xandar, and that after Thanos attained the Power Stone, he used that to wipe half of all life out on that planet. But again, what if the Avengers, or at least some of them, specifically jump back to this point in time? This would also explain to us why Thanos is still wearing his full armor, and feels the need for a weapon. Now, of course, I'm not saying that we won't see a fully armored Thanos later with all of the Infinity Stones. I'm simply saying that at this point in time, this Thanos does not have the stones yet, and that Thor, Cap, and Iron Man have traveled back to this point in time specifically to stop Thanos without any of the stones. Thus, why Thanos doesn't use the Space Stone to go down to the planet, and if you look extremely closely at the final image of Thanos, there's no Infinity Gauntlet to be seen. What exactly Thanos has been doing is the biggest point of debate currently among the fanbase. Some are saying that Thanos is actually just sitting there waiting for the Avengers to arrive, while others suggest that he's been defeated. Some people have also stated that around this point in time, they can see some purple tinge around the rubble, indicating that perhaps the Avengers arrive after Thanos has decimated most of Xandar, and that this confrontation is between the Trinity and Thanos without the Gauntlet, which would be an interesting battle for Avengers Endgame. But anyway, guys, that is just my theory on what could be going on here, and of course, I could be completely wrong. But leave your own thoughts on this, and does this massive set piece not take place at Avengers headquarters at all, but Xandar? And is this the real reason why we never got to see Thanos take the Power Stone in Infinity War? Because the Russos were saving it for Endgame. Again, my friends, we are giving away a Thanos Hot Toys figure of our own. To enter to win that giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments below who your favorite MCU villain is. Once you've told me that, you've officially entered to win the Thanos Hot Toy. As always, my friends, I want to hear some of your own theories about the Avengers Endgame trailer in the comments down below, and the movie in general. And also tell me below, have you gotten your tickets yet? Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to join our team, and have a great day.